isn't the polite, gentle pursuit many imagine. It's more like learning to become a detective in the murder mystery of human understanding. Every belief system contains hidden corpses of unexamined assumptions. Every confident claim has suspicious fingerprints all over it. What's fascinating is how philosophical training rewires neural pathways. Think about optical illusions. Once you know how they work, you can't unsee the trick. Philosophy creates similar permanent shifts in perception. Suddenly, casual conversations become archaeological digs where layers of meaning and assumption peek through the surface. Most people believe they're seeing reality directly, like looking through a spotless window. Philosophy reveals that everyone's actually watching a complex television show, complete with special effects and editing, and then it teaches how to spot the production techniques. The real value isn't in learning what great thinkers said, but in developing this X-ray vision for hidden conceptual structures. There's an odd parallel between philosophical training and martial arts. Both start by breaking down natural habits that feel intuitively correct but are actually inefficient. Both rebuild these habits into more powerful forms. Both ultimately aim to make their practitioners more effective, not just more knowledgeable. The truly transformative aspect isn't the answers philosophy provides, but how it changes the very questions being asked. It's like switching from standard definition to 4K, suddenly there's detail where before there was just blur. Arguments that seemed convincing become transparently flawed, simplistic solutions reveal their hidden complexity. What's rarely discussed is how philosophy functions as a form of intellectual immune system. Just as biological immunity recognizes and responds to threats, philosophical training helps identify and neutralize flawed reasoning. It's not about memorizing logical fallacies, it's about developing an allergic reaction to poor arguments. Philosophy also reveals the strange architecture of thought itself. Most fields study particular things, but philosophy studies the very act of studying things. It's like being simultaneously the player, the game, and the one writing the rulebook. This recursive quality creates unique insights impossible to gain any other way. One of the more surprising benefits is how philosophy enhances appreciation of other fields. Science becomes more fascinating when viewed through philosophical frameworks. Art reveals deeper patterns. Even mathematics takes on new dimensions when examined philosophically. It's like gaining access to the developer's commentary track for all of human knowledge. The real power comes from understanding that all human activities, from economics to entertainment, from politics to personal relationships, rest on philosophical foundations. Once these foundations become visible, everything built upon them can be better understood and, if necessary, reconstructed. Perhaps the most valuable gain is the ability to navigate intellectual territory without maps. Philosophy teaches how to think clearly about things nobody has thought clearly about before. In a world where unprecedented situations arise constantly, this skill becomes increasingly crucial. This isn't just about becoming more rational, it's about expanding the boundaries of what can be thought about clearly. Philosophy doesn't just sharpen existing mental tools, it forges entirely new ones. The gain isn't just better thinking, it's whole new categories of possible thought.